You are listening to the greatest who ever done it.
Mr. Funky Fresh.
You are listening to the greatest who ever done it.
Mr. Funky Fresh. Mr. Funky Fresh.
Funky Fresh Radio.
Mr. Funky Fresh.
Funky Fresh Radio.
And people's like, yo, I like that joint. Where can I get that record? Where can I download? And then you go to the city, and you see the point of view, and it's like there's no backing. So it's
Right.
like, I mean,
Yeah, city, you walk around the block.
Right.
Oh, what up, news? What up? I got a new joint. Dog, I already know you heard my new joint and you think it's hot. Just say something.
See, but you know, like then when we talk about those million rappers, you know, some cats just don't realize that you're not meant to be a rapper.
Yeah, let me speak on that.
Go ahead.
This is good. I mean, I don't mean to be like the dude that's just, you know,
Mad, right?
you know what I mean? Right. But I'm gonna keep it real.
Go ahead.
I don't know, man. There's about 6 good rappers in Boston. You know what I'm saying? Real talk.
Okay, real talk. Go ahead.
And I listen as a fan.
Right.
Because I'm quick to, if you nice, I'm on it.
Right.
Like, yo, Busty, I heard that.
Yeah.
But no, there's superheroes rapping, bro.
Okay.
They wake up, they put on their costume, and they go in the booth.
Right.
Where are you from?
Right.
I can't even tell you from Boston.
Right.
I ain't gonna put no names out there because we on Busty show. But you know who you are. You know what I'm saying? You really know who you are.
And that makes it hard. And I understand what you're saying. It makes it hard.
because Rusty, you know,
I'm in Boston listening to dudes who sound like
this
they
is the thing,
Gucci
right?
Man.
This is the thing, right, dog? Like, if you don't understand, I would like you to listen to something. And I ain't the Grandmaster Chief, Lord of the Knowledge, and none of that, right? But at the end of the day, I do realize, dog, that you're not gonna get on as a Boston rapper without putting Boston as the image that you're pushing, dog.
Right.
Like, you're not gonna come out and say, yo, I'm from Roxbury, but then when they play your album, you sound like some dude from Atlanta,
Right.
from the west side of Bankhead or something.
Right.
Like, or you sound like some dude from New York.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, if, like, yo, when you listen to all these New York dudes, man, you know, all these rappers from New York, when they talk about bringing East Coast hip hop back, they say, yo, we want to bring that East Coast New York hip hop back.
Right.
In their head, it's New York hip hop. It's
Right.
been New York hip hop to them. So to me, it's like, yo, going out, you know what I mean? And it's like, yo, I look at them like, yo, dog, like, you're a mixtape rapper, Max B, and like, you know, you buzz a little more in New England because you get the push from New York, and that's you dealing with 4 Bostons in one. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
When you get that New York push, all right, yeah, you gonna buzz a little more, but we as Boston artists gotta look at these dudes like they're on the same level as us,
Right.
so we can big up our region.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that
Right.
everybody in this region is made relevant by everybody else and what we all do
Right.
as Boston dudes. You know what I'm saying? When you start, yo, I'm gonna make this record sound like this Rick Ross record.
Right.
I'm gonna make this record sound like this. It don't work, dog. Like, just make your own. Come sit down and even when people say, yo, that sounds kind of whack, 9 out of 10 times you might just be ahead of people.
And then we rolled into each region the way that they sound. I want you to elaborate on that.
I mean, like, you know, anybody who does a little bit of traveling, if you go regionally, you know what I'm saying? If you talk about the Northeast, the East Coast, which I consider the East Coast really New York down to like DC.
Right.
And then you got the South, anything south of DC. You know what I'm saying? You got the Midwest, you got Texas region, that's its own region, really. You know what I'm saying? To keep it funky, that whole Gulfport area, that's its own region. And then you got the West Coast, you know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, they all come to the table with their own sound. Right now, if you go and you listen, Boston is making the hottest records. When you talk about putting music out that's a record, you see what I'm saying? Like New York, their artist that's out right now is mixtape artists, or they just can't make a record. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then you go down. What's that kid? There's one kid in DC.
That Wale.
Wale kid. He's nice. You know what I'm saying? He does his Diddy Bop. But if you notice, all these dudes from small cities like DC like them Bay Area dudes had. They coming with their own sound,
Right.
and that's how they become irrelevant.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's
Here's a
their own
question for
sound.
you. Do you think Boston has a sound?
Definitely.
It's about to, if it didn't already. I mean, I think, you know, with us, we try to bring its own sound.
Yes, yeah.
I think, you know what I mean, certain people you find
Yeah,
its own sound.
yeah,
Like,
I agree with
if
that.
you go back to the RSO days,
Yeah.
they definitely had their own sound.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I can even come down to a sound effect. It was like a Hangman created effect. I think that
Right.
whoop whoop.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
Whatever
yeah.
that sound. But
Yeah.
and you know, and I rock that in that whole work get money joint. You know what I mean? It's like, but at the end of the day, it's about to be one. You know what I'm saying?
And
I know that.
I mean, certain people in certain group, they sticking to their sound. I mean, and certain people are experimenting, and the rest are just misguided. You know what I mean? So
I think we have our own sound. I just don't think it's out there like that.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? For the world to really.
Okay, alright, man. You know, I appreciate y'all coming up here, man, and
We'll
keep
be
this in
back
mind.
soon.
Yeah, so
I'll
keep
be
this in
back soon
mind.
with plenty
You're
record.
you're welcome here anytime, man. We got something coming on. You'll hit me up and say, yo, Russ, we got something. Let's do this. Send me the records. We're gonna do our part. To make it
I gotta personally shout out Rusty, whole 106.1 fam for just keeping that Boston in tune regardless. They're not going with what's popular out
Right,
there.
right.
They paving their own lane, so listen every week and
Yeah.
just tune in.
Yeah.
Rusty, Smiley, y'all doing
Shout out
that
to
thing,
everybody in
man.
Nashville.
shout out to y'all.
Definitely.
Boston
Boston
Cash,
State,
Road,
you know
Sean
what I'm
Riley.
saying?
Big shout out
Yeah.
to
Mike
shout out
Nell.
to the dude that want to get
Yeah,
us.
man. Shout out to everybody that was on
Dennis
the
Black.
I mean, everybody that was on the GWOP Gang project, everybody that contributed to the 6-1 Gunners.
Home out of pan.
Rest in
Home out of
peace,
fan.
Funky and P.
You know what I mean? We in the building.
Big
All
shout-
right,
big shout
real
out.
quick, but
Go ahead, brother.
before we
Go ahead.
You see what I did with my mixtape, it took over. So
Easy.
kind of motivated to make another one.
Good, do that. Do that.
Next
gonna
time
take
I ain't
over
gonna
the
let
world.
up. I ain't gonna let up.
So we're out of here. Big shout out to my dudes for coming through. I appreciate it, man, 100%. Big shout out to everybody. Even dude that want to give it to me, like, you know, I think you like me or something. I don't
Yeah, he
know.
like you,
I
man.
think that's
Pause.
what it
You got pause.
Just got mad because we was talking about tight skinny jeans. He probably got
What a coincidence, right?
Yeah, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There you go, news. There you go,
now.
news.
So,
But that was him at Shaman, matter of fact, man.
yo, we're out of here, man. I'm gonna leave y'all with this last record, man. Wheels Fall Off with my man BR and Rob Browse on it. It is what it is, GWOP Gang. Touch FM, Funky Fresh Radio, man. We'll be back in a minute. Y'all take it easy. Yo, y'all thanks for coming up.
Hey yo, I'm effing with them hoodie fellas. Trey Longs and hollow shredders, you test them, you good as dead as metal setup and dead as them hollow point shredder like letters, get up in them, split them, spitting that venom metal, second my denims, I get them, I'm a problem. Listen boy, I'm rude as ish, too legit to quit with my fists on my tool and my tool to your lips, get your brains blue to ish. Every time I spit, they say, dude, this the ish. All these other rappers just food on a dish. Have one of my goons tie your shoes to some bricks. Throw you in the pool, watch you move like a fish. Then I'm in a 6 trying to reproduce with your chick.
I'm gonna tie your shoestrings to a brick. Beat you with a stick.
Yo! Hey, did you tell him about that the show, the freestyle with the show?
Yeah, he told me about it.
Oh, man, yo.
When he was here, he wasn't.
Oh man, yo, it was on some 8 Mile, one punch line. Yo, the whole crowd went like this, yo. Vicious hit one line, everybody's went, ah! And he had to stop it. People started fighting, like, yo, it was crazy.
Juice, we had a beautiful night tonight. Big shout out to Frankie Wainwright. You just heard, you know, give somebody else the business a few minutes ago. Like, yo, that was funny. Classic Funky Fresh Radio. Keep it locked. Funky Fresh TV. We here. We're coming. We'll be here. It is what it is. Always. Next time.
You are listening to the greatest web done.
Mr. Funky Fresh.
You are listening to the greatest web done.
Mr. Funky Fresh. Mr. Funky Fresh.
Funky Fresh Radio.
Mr. Funky Fresh.